Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with lesser-known works by major composers. Now, one of the major composers who probably has more lesser-known works than anybody is Schubert. The reason, of course, is because he wrote, who knows how many, right? 800, 600, I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of songs. And, the most popular ones tend to be rather well known, but the others much less so. But he also wrote gobs of chamber music and tons of piano works and all kinds of unclassifiable things, in addition to the symphonies and the quintet, the singleton things that we all love. And the masses, there's just so much Schubert. He wrote operas, he wrote tons and tons and tons of stuff in his very brief lifetime. It's really astounding how much music he churned out and how little known much of it is. But one of the pieces that I have absolutely adored ever since I heard it a few decades ago, and have collected vociferously, is this. His Divertissement à la hongroise, or the Divertimento or Divertissement on Hungarian motives for piano four hands. Now, Schubert's four-hand piano music is, of all of his unknown pieces, a subset of the unknown pieces, the best of his unknown pieces. And I've got several sets of the complete, two of them sitting up there, right up there, of the complete piano music four hands. And some of his four-hand piano music, one piece anyway, is really well known. It's the March Militaire, the one that gets orchestrated and played by bands, which I played. Da 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 ya da 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 dum ya da 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 ba da dum. Right? We know that. Everyone knows that too. The Schubert March Militaire. What most people don't know is that it was originally written for piano four hands. And as part of a whole series, he did a bunch of March Militaires for piano four hands. There's tons of stuff in this body of work. It takes up about, 7 discs or so, if you were going to do all of it. And there are big, big pieces in there. There's the Grand Duo, which is a symphony, actually, that he never orchestrated. There's the Fantasy in F minor, which is a late masterpiece. There's, all kinds of nifty stuff in his four-hand piano music. Some of it is big. They're big works because he wasn't under any pressure of time. He just wrote. It just all came gushing out. And one of these pieces is this Divertissement, but there are two of them. One of them is the Divertissement on French motives, and the other is the Divertissement on Hungarian motives. And sometimes they're coupled together in this fabulous recording by Alexandre Tharaud and Xiao-Mei. They're not coupled. You get this, and you get variations on an original theme, and the Fantasy in F minor. So, other piano four-hand stuff. It's on Harmonia Mundi, this particular version. And it really is outstanding. But the piece is big. It's a big symphonic thing. Someone should orchestrate these pieces if they haven't already, quite frankly, because they're that substantial. Let's see what you've got. It begins with an andante, which is 9 minutes long. Then there's a march, a 2-minute long march, and an 11.5-minute long finale. So, add that up. What do you get? You get 10 to 21, 22 minutes usually in performance in 3 movements. And if you like, for example, Haydn's Hungarian music, his Hungarian rondos, that style of Hungarian exoticism, then you're going to like this because it's right in that school, squarely in that school, with, of course, a healthy dose of Schubertian lyricism attached to it. The Deutsch number, this is a late work, 818. So it's from Schubert's last period, basically, is his late works. It was published as Opus 54, which tells us absolutely nothing and is completely meaningless. But wow, what a great piece. And, Schubert's four-hand piano music all is worth exploring. It is. But I understand, people have a limited amount of time and you got to start somewhere. And normally where you start with this is the F minor Fantasy, which is absolutely fabulous. Do not get me wrong. It's stunningly marvelous. But this piece, this Divertissement, is so delightful because it's called Divertissement. People think, oh, it's light, it's fluffy, it's inconsequential. Well, it is light and diverting. That it is. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's charming to the max. But it is far from inconsequential. It is absolutely a masterpiece. And if you're interested in Schubert, if you like Schubert, if you like piano music, if you want to hear something that's a little bit off the beaten path, but will really, really get you excited, and you'll find you'll want to revisit it like forever, over and over and over again, then try this. Divertissement à la hongroise. Divertissement on Hungarian motives. It's absolutely fabulous and virtually unknown. Go figure. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks so much for joining me. Take care.